Damn, that motherfucker sound good right there, boy. I tell you what, that going down there in them diesel right there, that 24-barrel Cummins, there. Yo, so it is time. Back behind me, you see a junkyard thing on the engine stand. You just saw me get that in the driveway, but you kind of missed a good chunk of it because I decided to record last minute. It's like, oh, maybe they just want to see me manhandle this Camaro into the driveway like I did the Vega. But my back doesn't appreciate it. But we got the transmission pan off. Well, obviously where we're beginning is I need to put the new filter in the transmission because obviously while it's out, it actually doesn't look bad in here. I still have very low hopes that this transmission has 3rd and 4th gear. If you're new here and this is your first time watching, this gasket is absolutely stuck. That's gonna be great getting off. This is 4L60 that's being paired to the 530 well, I say junkyard, I got it off Marketplace. So I don't know where it came from, but I'll say the 5.3 I got from the back of a dude's house. Going to this 4L60, your chances of a used 4L60 off a Marketplace from a junkyard, wherever you get it, that's not in the vehicle and you tested it, good chance it's probably bad. But fingers crossed. I can't. What's so? Anyways, pan actually doesn't look too bad. Now, obviously on camera, it's going to look different than what it does in person. You see a bunch of junk in there. I'm not worried about the junk because obviously that brown is rusty-ish. That's just condensation because there's absolutely no telling how long this transmission sat outside. And all I'm looking for is, here's your, that ain't moving either. Here's your magnet. Let's see how much, okay. It's a good amount of sludge, but it's just sludge. You're always going to have clutch material in the pan. I've had transmissions with this much sludge in it and no issues, but it's all on the magnet, which is a good thing. We look all around here and it's just typical condensation mixed with the actual trans fluid. I don't see any major, there's no chunks of metal in here. It is a lot cleaner than I expected because the torque converter that came out of it over there, that thing is no bueno. So I won't be using that. That torque converter I've had sitting over there for, I don't know how long now, 2 years, 3 years. I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna junk that torque converter. But so one thing is this is a 4L60 out of a SUV truck. So your Yukons, Tahoes, Yukon XL, Suburban, Silverado 1500. These, is it the trucks? I think it's all trucks and SUVs. I'm pretty sure, but Google fact check me. They all come with a deep pan. This is considered a deep pan for these, even though it looks like a shallow pan. And another way to tell it's a deep pan is because it actually comes with a drain plug. The shallow pans, if I remember correctly, Cuda has one. It doesn't have a drain plug. And there's 2 different types of filters. You got your shallow pan filter and your deep pan filter. Actually, let me show you that real quick so that you know ahead of time. Where did I put it? Where did I just, oh, right there. So let me show you what our deep pan, what our shallow pan filter looks like and what our deep pan filter. So this is your deep pan filter. And then your shallow pan. So you can tell the obvious difference. Look how thin that one is. Look how thick that one is, because obviously it sits a little lower. It is not, you could use this one, but obviously it won't sit as deep into the transmission pan as you'd want it to. So just go grab your the correct one. Let's pull this one out. Oh, all over. Come on. That fluid is old. Let's give her a smell test. No, don't smell bad. Just smells burnt. Great. I can't believe I just got that shit all over my shoe. These are brand new. I got these from Cavender's. Now, since I don't know my left or rights, I'll know which one goes on my left and which one goes on my right. Anyways. But I guess if you completely wanted to, you could change your shift solenoids. These are your shift solenoids, because, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, well, you're in there, why not? Well, I'm one of those people that's like, not going to waste money if there's no point. If your 4060 has first and second gear, but no third or fourth, changing these will not do anything. This is your third. One of these is your third, and one of these is your fourth gear. They're your solenoids. Not going to change it. Or no, one of these is 1, 2, and the other one is 3, 4. Sorry, but it is not going to make a difference. That transmission's toast. Go get a rebuilt one or get it rebuilt. But now I got to go. I got to get a shitload of brake clean. I got to clean that pan out. I got to get the right filter, and then we will move along to mating it to the engine. All right, so I would recommend not trying to use a razor and going this way while your hand is over here, because you might end up slicing your finger. Most of the aftermath is back in the house, but when you got the correct filter, now I'm just obviously trying to get this off, and it is 100% stuck. Like it's like glue. It's like glued on there. Like it sat out in the Texas sun. All for. Oh dang, we got some in the pan. Anyway. Well, take a DNA test out of there. You know who did the swap, but it's leaking more than. Come on, Band-Aid. I might need a stitch or two. Oh well. I'm gonna finish doing this. I'm gonna get this back on that, and then we're gonna make that to that, and then that to that, and then the other stuff to that. So let's try not to cut any more fingers, because I kind of need them. They're kind of important. I'm still leaking. They're kind of important. Well, now that we really got it off the right way, I don't see any reason why this would leak. Like me. But go back through a little bit with this, a little bit more, or I might actually get the wire wheel, take a little bit more off. And I'm still leaking. Anyways, clean this up, bolt it on, put the new mount on too, and then move along to finally conjoining the two. Conjoining? Mating? We'll just stick with mating. So it's been 2 days now. This slowed me down big time. Haven't been able to do anything because my finger's all swollen and I can't really do anything with this hand. Just throwing this in here with how we're used to drunk around Krusty Classics garage. It's raining cats and dogs, and I get out, I get an old Cummins, and I'm like 50 yards from the house, and I'm going down the road, and all of a sudden, no more pedal. I think my throttle cable just decided to break. So I've literally just been coasting. Like, the torque of the engine has been moving this in second gear all the way back around the neighborhood. I just gotta get down there, so now I can just coast. But yeah, we're doing great this week. It's just great week. Sliced my finger. I should already have the engine and transmission in the Camaro. I should have had it in the Camaro like 2 months ago. And now I'm gonna have to fix this. But I'm parking it, and then obviously I'm gonna mess with it some other day. We're gonna go get in Wayne and continue on with our day. But man, it is pouring here. I have never been here. We've been here since 2018, and I've never seen this much rain on the ground. Oh, bump, oh, bump. I'm about to take out somebody's trash can. All right, I'll see you guys whenever I'm able to get back to doing actual mechanic stuff and not breaking shit. So of course, one thing broke, another thing decided to break. So I limped this back home, got in Wayne, went just about the same amount of distance, was messing with the AC switch panel, and I was turning it from defrost to off, and that broke. So now I only have air coming out of one of my defrost vents, and I got to buy a whole new panel, which I had to buy from eBay for 65 bucks, and hope that fixes it. So 2 things broke today. I got this one Krusty Classics garage fixed, so I ordered some parts to put it back the way it was before I rigged it. But this obviously, so these are on a swivel. You can't really see it, but it just kind of pops in to this ball, and the rod and just swivels on it when you get some play, when you give it throttle. So I just drilled that bad boy all the way through, stuck a bolt through it, and you can't tighten the bolt, you can't tighten the nut all the way, or else it'll actually, the throttle will stick. So I just left the bolt loose, put a washer there so it didn't fall through, and then put this clip so that the nut doesn't come loose and come off, and then I end up with the same issue. So, but that's fixed until I ordered these ends from O'Reilly's, so we'll see if they actually fit. That bad boy's oh, bless you, thank you. That bad boy's holding me back from, I could have been finished with this video 2 days ago. All I need to do is put those 2 together and then mate. But here we are, fixing junk. So next time I come across the screen, we'll be doing LS stuff. Okay, let's get this video finished. Unknown 5.3 off stand. Unknown 99.9% sure junk, all neutrals, 4L60, ready to get the torque converter thrown in her to waste a bunch of trans fluid and then spend 150 bucks on new trans fluid and 1,500 on new transmission. But anyways, let's do something. So these don't come with any indication of what is driver's side, what is passenger side, but all you need to know is see how those bad boys point down. Ouch! Finger. And that points up. You want them pointing down. So this will be passenger side. So then they'll go bam, right there. And you leave them loosey-goosey till you get it in the car and you get it on the mounts, and then you adjust it where you want it. Actually, the oil pan will tell you where it's going to go. So this doesn't matter. Where you think you're going to put it probably ain't going to be where you put it, because that oil pan is going to end up hitting the cross member, the front cross member, K member, whatever you want to call it. But this has to go an inch back anyways for the Speed Engineering headers to fit, because it's in the instructions that I actually read or kind of just skimmed through. But that's how you know. So throw these bad boys on. Remember, pointing down, down, down. Wrong, right. Wrong, right. These face front. These face front of engine. So let's get those on there. Another thing is I put these on there before I install it. I don't think I have a dipstick. That's what I need to look for. I think I have a dipstick tube, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll throw a truck SUV dipstick tube in there because obviously you got to bolt that to that when you put it to that to make it all that. And then I put those fittings on there. Where'd you go? Oh, yeah. Let's do this one-handed with bad finger. So I got both 45-degree fittings and 90-degree fittings because you never know what's gonna. Oh, these are the 45s. Never know what's gonna work. I just kind of get in here and I gauge them. That'll work. That'll work. But it depends on how close these fittings sit to the transmission tunnel. So they might work out here, but I believe I typically always have to use 90-degree fittings. I got barbed fittings because I'm just gonna run rubber hose because I'm not even gonna be surprised if I've said it a million times. I'm probably gonna have to pull this out. Make sure you clean that bad boy out. You don't want none of that junk in there. It'll mess up the connection. You don't have to worry too much about this. Well, you don't want it to be blocked. I don't think it's blocked, but I'll kind of just see. That's just your vent tube. If you overfill it, it'll make a nice mess coming out of there. We got the mount on. Obviously, we got the pan back on with filter, with the correct filter. One thing with the filters is all of them come with, I don't know what you call this, spacer, plug. I wouldn't call it a plug because it's open on both sides, but this goes on the end of the filter where it goes up into the transmission. All it does is hold it into place. Because that transmission filter is held in by pressure. There's no bolts that hold it in. So if, say, you're trying to put the new one in and you can't get it in, it's because the old one is still in the transmission. You can just reuse it. It doesn't really do anything special. It's just holds it in place, kind of. But yeah, let's wed the eye to the eye and then stick it in the car, and that's gonna have all neutrals, and that's gonna have major lifter tap, and then we're just gonna set it on fire. Torqued. 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 Oh wait, I only had that on one. We gotta retorque them. Okay. Oh, torqued. 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 Probably should have left it on one because my luck, I'm gonna have to replace that. Right. Flex plate on. Converter in, and I didn't spill anything. I didn't spill anything. Usually I spill at least a quart. Those converters, they lock in twice. So spin, lock, spin, spin, keep spinning, pushing until it locks again. You shouldn't see it from the outside. Another thing, 4060s, they're 3-bolt torque converters. So you should have a 3-bolt flex plate. Well, by 3-bolt, obviously there's more than 3 bolts, but the big ones are your main holes. Another thing I like to do is I like to put one of the holes more in the starter area where you put the torque converter bolt in, and then I'll put I'll line one up here, there, so I don't have to sit there and spin it 1,000 times before finding a bolt hole to line up. What else? I'm trying to think of. That's really it. Just a little tip there. Now you just put them both together. I don't have a dipstick tube, but I have a dipstick, so I'm just gonna leave that bolt out. It'll bolt right here. I'm gonna leave. Well, I won't leave it out, but I'll leave it loose. And then once I get it in the car, I'll just take it out and put the dipstick tube in and blah blah blah. But let's put them together. Finally finish this video before I hurt myself again or something else breaks. we got it. We're all bolted in, except for I got to put dipstick tube in, and I got to clean out some of those bolt holes in the back. I'll clean this up off camera because I really don't care to just record me cleaning up the engine. I'm gonna put the accessory bracket on too before I put it in. I'm going to take some things out of here that I don't need. I need to take out the throttle cable, factory throttle cable. That bad boy probably has something to do with cruise control, fuel, factory fuel lines, and then maybe computer there. I don't know. That might be a good spot, but depends on where the air intake goes. The battery's over there in the factory spot, but I might put it in the trunk. Not sure yet. We'll just kind of see how it plays out. I'll probably come in here and pressure wash this rusty stuff off. It's already been painted, so pressure washing it will definitely clean it up quite a bit. But other than that, it is ready to go in. So next video, finally, we will be installing the LS into the Camaro, just to find out that it needs lifters and a cam, and that it has all neutrals. So it's gonna be awesome. So maybe that short block I have over there that I got for $200 is any good. Probably not. But appreciate you watching. I need you to like, subscribe, and comment. If y'all can help me out, I can get so many more cool cars going. Y'all don't understand the amount of cool vehicles I come across daily on Marketplace that I just don't have the money for, because this is how I'm trying to make money. I know I'm an idiot. I should be smart like y'all and have a regular job, but I'm putting my all into this. So I appreciate y'all watching. Sorry it's taking so long. I'll see y'all next time. Go build something, because obviously it's taking me forever to do so.